Yep. Good morning, guys. Here we are at this beautiful outdoor mini ramp. Concrete. A little bit bigger than the average mini. This thing's probably touching 5 1/4. Today we're gonna do some blunt to fakies, and we're gonna make a YouTube video about it. And you guys get the fly on the wall experience. I'm just trying to open chat so I can talk to you guys. This is always the most difficult part of the stream. YouTube chat is awkward. Let me see if Tyler's seeing it. You seeing the live?
Yep, we're good. Good on Twitch and YouTube.
I can't find the YouTube. I'm gonna start this stream by warming up. Where'd you get the link?
It's in the group chat.
It's my other one. There we go. Why is it hard to find YouTube live streams? That's something I find quite frustrating. Injured? Good. That is a clip. That's a dolphin flip clip. Sorry guys, I'll be reading chat in 3 seconds. So, I don't know why this is difficult to open.
But we're not homeworks anymore?
Live!
Someone asked for the homework.
Live! There we go, I found it. What's up, Allie? Good morning. Hey, Nesquik, no 1260s today, that's for sure. Nikki, we're out here. We're definitely out here. So, now that I'm on chat and I woke up, because that was annoying, we're going to do blunt to fakies today. We're going to film a YouTube video, but also you guys get the fly on the wall experience where basically I'm just going to warm up like normal. You'll see the back and forth between me and Brock and possibly a little bit of chiming in by Tyler. You get to see the process, what it's like for us to film a full-length YouTube video, maybe a short or a reel. What's up, Orlando? Good morning. Wolf, that's what it's all about, dude. Wolver. A lot of people started skating because of this channel. It's crazy. It blows my mind. I can only imagine after. That's 2 years. I can only imagine after, like, 5. Greenius. Good morning. How's it going? One of our members up in here. Melanie? No. I don't inspire you. You inspire me. Whoa. Message from Tyler. Check out our shop. Alright, check out our shop on skateiq.com. He says he's in the mood to give away a ton of discounted products, which I don't know if you've ever met Tyler. That's a rare mood from him. So check out our programs. Drop a message in chat what you're interested in, and then push. What's up, Julian? How's it going? Good morning, guys. Just drop a goal. I'm down for a goal. I'm down for a goal. Let's do this goal. Ollie big heel. Back D. Revert. Circle. All right, now I'm just gonna warm up. I'll look at the phone and chat with you guys a bit. Nah, Jupet, we'll figure that out. Last stream was really dynamic. Is this stream more into tutorial? To be honest, I don't know. We're definitely gonna shoot a YouTube video. But we kind of want to know if it works to just check chat and then go about our day like usual, because like we have to shoot YouTube videos, because that's what we do. Focusing 100% on chat and just doing tutorials makes it hard to produce content, so we're like trying to find a way to balance everything. My legs are alive again, though. Hey, how's that audio? Is it windy when I'm skating with this thing exposed?
No. The bangs are loud and fun.
What do you prefer the most? Vert or park skating? That's hard. I'm not sure. I think vert is the most fun. The bigger the ramp, the more fun. But it's just such a hassle. Like, all the gear, it's dangerous, it's scary. So, like, just pure ease of access, like mini ramps, manual pads, I find the most fun because it's the most approachable on day-to-day stuff. Like, when I'm grinding vert, it's like I'm all in. So it is the most fun, but it takes just a ton of focus and a ton of like determination. It's a little windy. Audio's great. Okay, maybe do we have an extra dead cat like for this, just for this guy?
Yeah.
Let's try that.
It's gonna be crazy looking.
Let's try that and see where we're at.
It'll work.
Kevin, we're gonna do a lot of kickflips today. Primo flip. What did you talk about, Willis? Melanie, you are cool, despite whatever your kids might think. Gorilla guys, remember you from what? Past streams? That's quick. Okay, bet. Tail slide. I'm down. Orlando, I'm not that thick. I don't know what you want from me. Okay. So what I want from you guys today is to be involved. Oh, I forgot the. Yeah, you just took my mic.
Well, I had to put the dead cat on. Here you go.
What I want from you guys is to give very specific questions about blunt to fakies when I'm checking chat intermittently between shooting scenes for the YouTube video. So the process looks like this. Brock and I and Tyler are gonna chat. Okay, we're gonna come up with a hook or an intro. I'm gonna riff for a little bit about the trick, about the basics. And then once we get into the nitty-gritty of the trick, let's say I say avoid this mistake, and then we are done with that like first section. Then I'm gonna come to you guys and say, please tell me something about blunt to fakies that you want to know. And right then, and it's going to take a lot of focus from chat because it gets crazy. It's hard to organize, I get it. But like, if you could have a well thought out specific question about like a piece of the blunt, here would be an example. When I get into it, I can get my tail on, but I end up too far over the deck and I don't know how to fix it. That would be something I could address and we could then put in the YouTube video, or I could address to you guys, right? Just a message that says I'm scared, or blunts are hard, or you know, something like that's too open-ended. It's really hard to get great info back to you guys, right? The beginning, we're going to stumble our way through the beginning of the video, and I'm going to make sure I'm warmed up. Camera will be sitting, the live camera will be sitting off to the side with everything in frame, you know, but there will be some great opportunities for you guys to really be involved in the tips that are actually end up in our next video. How do you control a pop when you're coming out of the blunt? We'll definitely cover that topic. Yeah, SZ, that's what I'm talking about. Charlie, I get that a lot. I don't think it's a bad thing, though. It's funny because I'm so incredibly nice to like students, and through the process I'm like so supportive of every baby step forward. But like, I do watch some of the clips and I am super blunt sometimes. Like, if an attempt isn't good, like wasn't a good attempt, and the student tries to tell me it was a good attempt, it's like, what are you doing? Kidding yourself? Like, we celebrate every small win, but we're also honest when it was just a crap attempt. What are these primo flips in chat?
It's when you're like on the primo and use your back foot to flip the board.
Yeah, I got 5 messages straight that says do a primo flip. Do a primo flip.
You can do it.
Blunt to kick flip to fakie. I would love to do it on something smaller, to be honest. Alright. Oh, you slip out. Interesting. Interesting. Alright, I'm just going to make sure I get warmed up. I think this dead cat will make the wind a little bit better. Is that what it's called?
Yep. Yeah, it just looks funny. It's huge.
It does?
Yeah, but maybe I'm just like over analyzing it.
Never. I'd rather a good content experience. Sometimes talking while skating calms me down. In a way, it's like listening to music. Sometimes it's distracting. Will someone clip that part of the stream from yesterday when I was absolutely fiending for that coffee? I was losing it. Alright. Alright. I think we can get rolling. Let's start with the easy stuff. Let me set up this camera on the...
Yeah, I was playing with angles.
On the deck. Could you just stand like here for just a moment?
Yep.
Like right, like in the middle of that quarter pipe, essentially.
Down there?
No, like right here, but lined up for the middle.
Oh.
Cool. Alright, would you just cross? Let's see if we're in frame. Alright, head back over here, let's see. Okay, that's gonna be alright. Let's get rolling. Can you do a pop ollie to go higher? It's a phenomenal question. So let's start with. Well, do you have anything specific you want to start with?
Start with the blunt. Should we? I feel like we should describe how the trick works, and then get into common issues with it.
What it is?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like framing the trick first would be beneficial.
Yeah. Okay. Blunt to fakies. Blunt to fakies on a mini ramp. Basically, what the hell's going on?
Yeah, like I addressed that it's a scary trick for a lot of people, but
okay,
it shouldn't be. I mean, it doesn't have to be, and it's just like anything else. Like, yeah, if you frame it right and understand the trick, then this big monster becomes, a lot more.
Let's reduce it down to its proper size.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you just want to rip.
Let's give it a shot.
Yeah. Okay. Let me get this. 1 sec.
And then I'll start with the most basic, the warm up for it, like pumping and setting up the foundation. And
Yeah. Yeah, I just Yeah, no, you got it. I think we're on good.
Ready?
Yep.
And I messed up my flap. Blunt to fakies. One of the scariest tricks to learn on a mini ramp, but it's one of those that it's difficult to learn, but it's easier to master. There are a few things that you can do that if you go into your blunt fakie knowing how to avoid the hang up and how to keep your balance, you can actually progress at them really quickly. Your biggest hurdle is just going to be fear. When we're doing a blunt, we want to make sure that you get your tail locked onto the coping in a predictable way with a little bit of space between your tail and the concrete. This will make it easy for you to actually pop to get a strong ollie out of it. And we're also going to discuss how you can avoid hang-ups by getting your front trucks over the coping this way. That's really the sauce. If you can avoid your front trucks on the way in, you really have nothing to worry about. It becomes a lot more similar to a rock to fakie. Okay.
I like that tail skull pop out as a drill. Because it's kind of like a blunt fakie if you think about it. I mean, the balance is all different, but you're getting...
Wait, yeah.
You're locking into it.
Wait.
Think about it.
Wait. That's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, it's different balance.
We could go to the... We could do it on a curb. Like the small ledge.
Yeah.
Power ollie.
Yeah, the power ollie. Yeah.
Let's give a power ollie as a random drill in there.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
To just do.
Yeah.
To practice the pop.
Practice that popping.
That's a good idea. It would be scary switch.
Yeah, for sure.
It'd be very scary switch. I'd want to practice it on the ledge first. Yeah.
So you've never done that, huh?
Yeah. So I don't even know.
Many people have done that, honestly.
I feel like my front foot would fly off.
I feel like the board would rotate.
Yeah, it'd be weird.
Okay. I like how you got that started going. That's pretty good.
That's just what to worry about, how it works a little bit, what we're gonna get into.
So.
Dude, this live stream lens is so wide. Are you looking at it right now, Tyler?
Yeah.
I'm in frame.
Yep.
I'm 80 degrees.
It's a fisheye, not a wide angle.
Let me see when you snap that. You're fully in frame right there.
Crazy.
That's maybe hard to say on.
Okay.
About an inch relative to how big the screen is. I don't know.
We should do a reel where like the mics just keep increasing. You get like 10 mics on you. They call them the mic demand. Okay, so you framed it. Do you want to go over common mistakes?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, like getting too much on the deck.
Yep.
Not hitting enough on the deck.
Yep. Is this like a B-roll voiceover thing, or should I be just chatting?
I think for this format of like the style of filming YouTube videos, it should just be like a live thing.
Yep.
Like we can get B-roll later if need be, but I think you should just kind of go over.
Try. All right. Let's go over some common mistakes that you'll run into early on in your blunt journey. The first one is just ending too much over the deck. This is going to make it impossible. This comes from actually two things working together at once. You can just go too fast, and there's nothing you can do, and you'll end up over the deck. But you could also have a weak back foot. If you're not pushing into the coping very hard with your back foot when you're in the blunt, it's just going to tip you over a little bit more than necessary. So one thing you can practice is actually a slow fly out where you jam your back foot into the coping and then just slowly stand on the deck. You'll start to get a feel for gaining confidence of planting your back foot. One of the scary mistakes, like common mistakes one of the more scary common mistakes when you're learning blunts is just not getting your wheels high enough. And it kind of does that half blunt thing where you almost have tension and then it kind of like jumps out of it and you end up stuck in a rock to fakie and you're trying to jump, and that one's very annoying. I'm not really going to show an example because that takes like too much talent, but like not getting into the blunt is one of the scarier mistakes. So I actually don't mind if you end up too much on the deck for a while you're figuring out your speed. But as you slow down, make sure you're confirming your tail onto the coping and making that the first step of each blunt. This will happen. You'll miss the blunt when you start trying to do everything at once. When you try to get in and out all at one time instead of letting it be like 1, 2, 3. All right, let's get...
Another mistake that's terrifying is if you're too in the ramp and then you try to get in, you slip out.
I ain't slipping out.
I know you can.
For this one.
You could address that.
Yeah. That would be so insane to take all the bails. So another mistake with blunts that are really common is just not going fast enough and reaching the tail too high, and it's scary. And you just end up like almost upside down in the ramp. Really, the big problem with that is the fact that your tail is stuck to the concrete and you actually can't get a pop from that position. To get a pop, you need some space between your tail and the concrete. So if you're upside down and backwards, your board's stuck on the coping, your head is low, it's just not a good situation to be in.
I can't believe the board's stuck there.
It worked out. I was like...
Can you run up and do it, you won't.
I kind of won't. I'll try.
You can do it with a nose grab at least.
I'll try.
Dude, look at that. You see I got stuck there?
You just come in. You just come in.
Wait, bounty for what?
Bounty for a hand plant.
It's so ridiculous.
Have you ever done a hand plant?
I have, yeah. Andrex, hand plants.
Okay, wait. There. Okay.
That's scary. But we can edit this and make it seem like I just ran up. Let's get this like into the next point.
What's the next point?
I don't know.
The next point is so there's just because you went over both ends of the spectrum. Too much weight on the
deck, flat,
not enough weight. So
speed,
somewhere in between.
slow, fast, slow, forward, back.
Yeah, it's moderation.
What's the next? Oh, the next mistake is dipping that front shoulder forward and looping out.
On the way out.
On the way out. So we'll do some Ollie Fakie stuff.
Yep, okay.
All right. Oh. The next most common mistake you'll run into is just leaning too far forward on your way out. Okay.
I can't believe how easy it is to stay here.
It's like the perfect coping for it. Ryan, yeah. Screw it. Why not share this process? Like it just doesn't seem like we lose anything. It's also fun because these things are like, this part of the video is really fun and we always edit it to make it look like super easy. But a lot of times this stuff takes like a while.
What one took the longest?
There was one easy one that took a long time. I almost broke my ankle on a tail slide one time.
Oh yeah.
There was one kickflip that took.
In New Zealand?
Mm-hmm.
The position on the landing?
Uh-huh.
That's not a fun one.
There was one tray flip that took forever.
What's the fun one that we just like went all out on like that extra like 5-second bit? It's definitely happened before.
It's for sure happened where like this little thing like this takes like
all day.
Yeah.
Not actually all day.
Okay. So, you wanna film the board,
Yep.
and then I'll run into it. The next most common mistake.
Another common mistake.
Another common mistake. Also avoid.
Another common mistake I see is people leaning their shoulders too
Yeah.
forward. This is not good.
Another common mistake I see is people leaning. Another common mistake that I see is people leaning their upper body too far forward on the way out. And I get it, because you're in the blunt and you're trying to go back in the ramp fakie, and it feels like you have to get really steep to do that. And actually, the common process is lean too far back, and then your instincts kick in, so you adjust by leaning forward in the air. And that weight shift the wrong way creates this huge loop out motion, right? If I do an ollie and I lean forward, it just keeps going. So we just want to ollie out of the blunt in a way where we don't have to adjust our balance. We don't have to move our upper body forward and backwards. That was like
Pretty good.
6 out of 10 for the run-up blunt.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. You think it was good? You think it was?
I mean, I'm fine with it.
Okay,
like, it's
cool.
The idea.
Yeah.
People aren't expecting it, so they're not expecting it to be like perfect.
Yeah, true.
That also adds to like it seems like you just did it first try.
Yeah. Hey, class, you better not out me in these videos. You guys are here behind the scenes. We keep it that way. What's Orlando doing? Why is...
What?
Seems like everybody's on the same page, so Orlando's got to chill.
What's Orlando saying?
I don't know. Oh, just a bunch of emojis. Whatever. You guys commenting on the release of the blunt Fakie video and timestamping it and being like, this took 7 tries.
I would honestly help the algorithm.
That would be so funny.
Spread the rumor.
That would be so funny.
Legitimately, like, defend it.
Alright, so that's like all the mistakes. All the basic ones. Let's frame... how can we practice the blunt the easiest way?
Yeah, so... Yeah, and I kind of got there's mistakes I should say. Like, all 3 of these mistakes all have one thing in common. It's just doing too much.
Okay. What is the one thing it has in common?
All 3 of these mistakes have one thing in common.
Well, let's say all of these mistakes can be solved with like a good setup and framework.
I just think people's problem with blunts in general is they're just trying too hard. They think they have to do more than they need to. Mm-hmm. And so they just jump.
You're right.
Just like,
yeah,
they need to just tone it back like a lot.
Just chill and have a good ollie.
Yeah, because there's more mistakes than just these 3. And so I just like those are the 3 common ones, but you just sum up the mistakes.
Well, let's say all these mistakes can be solved by going at the blunt with the proper speed and having a good ollie.
I just would say that people, I guess we already said that in the intro, but
I'll add the piece.
Yeah.
In general, you're probably just doing too much.
Yeah. Like a blunt's scary, but it's a lot simpler than you may think.
That was early. We did that early.
I guess we did. But
So
reiterating it, it's not the worst idea.
it's true.
Hammering that point.
All these mistakes can be solved by going at it with the right speed and having a good ollie. In general, you're probably just doing a little too much. Blunts are scary, but let's keep it simple.
Blunts are scary, so you want to try hard.
Blunts are scary, so it's natural to want to try hard. But let's keep it simple.
Step back, relax, breathe.
Let's keep it simple.
Okay, cool. I like that.
I'll try. I had trouble remembering, but I'll try. All these problems can be solved just by going at the blunt at the proper speed and having a good ollie. Blunts are scary, so I get it that you want to do too much. Blunts are scary, so it's common to want to do.
To try hard.
It's common to want to try hard. All of these mistakes can be solved just by going at the right speed and having a good ollie. Blunts are scary. I get it. It's common when you're scared to want to try really hard to fix it. But even though they're scary, blunts are simple. There's like one piece. Even though it's scary, blunts are simple. That's kind of like the end.
Yeah, you want to just say that again with different inflection? Just because you left on like a cliffhanger? Kind of.
Even though they're scary, blunts are simple.
Perfect.
Yeah, cool. All right, so what is the easiest? You can start recording. Whenever I'm going about learning a new trick, we're going to start with the technical aspect. We need to know what's going on. But we're also going to do it in the simplest way possible, where we can confirm a make early on so you can build confidence. In this case, the easiest version of a blunt to fakie will be a small ollie fakie. What we're going to do is make sure that we're pumping up the transition just a little bit. You can see my legs extending throughout the bottom of that transition. We're going to connect that motion to the pop. Okay, this is just an ollie fakie. That doesn't necessarily turn into a blunt. The adjustment we're going to make is weight on our ollie, so we're all the way at the top of our up and down. And then we're gonna ollie down the transition. So I'm gonna take off higher than where I land. On camera, it doesn't look like much. It looks like maybe an inch or two sliding down the transition. If at all. Maybe my front trucks are just landing where my back trucks took off. But think about it. That's exactly what we want to do. We're going to ollie with our back trucks right here. We have to land with our front trucks just below that. So we're going to replicate that on the transition. This will give you that feeling, what it's like to float down the ramp, into the ramp. When you're doing this, the feeling that it replicates will likely be that one where your shoulders want to fall forward. And then you end up looping out. That's not a great position to be in a blunt. It's not terrible either. So you're just gonna have to find that zone that you're comfortable with on landing. If you're too far forward, right? Let's say this is you. How do you fix that? Because you're likely to just go like this. You're likely to just, like, I'm here, okay, so I'm gonna lean back. Neither are the answer. You gotta leave your upper body still and use your hips to adjust your balance. So whenever you're on the transition and you want to get more over the board, you're gonna have to sit down and back on it. Like you can shift your board forward a little bit, bend your knees, and almost push your hips down and back. You see how my upper body is forward, but it's not this way, right? This is how we sit on that tail side of the board. And it feels safe because even though you're way on that like back truck, you're not risking going over the top. So just be really disciplined of having that good balance with strong pressure on the back foot on the way out of your Ollie fakies. That's sick.
You should make a reel on that.
That's sick. Yeah. Ollie fakie for blunts, or is that too much context?
No, Ollie fakie for blunts for the reel.
Yeah, cool.
If you want to practice blunts without doing the blunt, do it.
Yeah, I agree.
So similar. Great. Nice work.
Mikester. Peter.
Yeah. Coming on Saturday.
Yeah.
It's a little behind. Ooh, and I almost forgot. I'm going to need you to come in on Sunday.
Orlando, you gotta slow down, bud. You gotta slow down. You put him on a timer? Can you just do Orlando? Yeah. Throw him on a timer. He's in adult timeout. Congratulations. The first guy to ever get put in timeout on this stream. It's impressive. $20 off, Art of Popping 2, and a Balance Blueprint 2 in Mikester's checkout cart. I didn't know you could be that specific.
Well, 25% off on the Ultimate Bundle.
Right now for everyone?
Yep, Gen 25.
Gen 25?
Yep, she asked for it.
All right, code. That's the code?
Yep, Gen 25.
With a J?
J-E-N.
Code is Gen 25 for the Ultimate Bundle discount code on our site.
With the J, though?
With a J, not Gen. I thought it was like Gen Z.
Yeah. Like general 25%.
Nah, it's Jennifer 25%.
Ah.
All right, these blunts are coming along nicely. I really don't mind you guys watching, to be honest. When we first started doing this, it's hard to like make videos and do lives, but I really come along. Yesterday. When we first started doing this yesterday. Yes. Hey, we learn quick. Can I get commission? Like a free bundle?
Yeah, did Jennifer ask that?
Yeah. Cool mountain bike.
I just don't know. I literally just don't know how.
Even if we wanted to, a commission split live. You guys want to watch us work out commissions for Jen? It's going to take 19 hours.
We should have a referral commission thing.
We should have referrals on our site for sure.
Like,
That would be great. If you could plug in a code.
yeah, there's probably a way to do it.
Yeah. So that's the Ollie Fakie. We should get into rock fakies.
Should we?
I'm also indifferent. It's just getting started, baby. How many hours are in a day, brother?
I just, I mean, yeah, I guess they're the same thing. I mean, if bumper goes forward, just keep the balance.
Let's do that. Pressure on the front foot in the rock to fakie.
Yeah. And you are good in 3, 2, 1.
To do a rock to fakie in a way that works for blunt to fakies, you're going to want to put pressure on your front foot while you're on the coping. Let me show you. At this stage where both your wheels are floating in the air, all 4 wheels, you can push on your front foot and feel it push against your back foot just a little bit. What I mean is at this stage, your back foot's on the board, right? And you can push on your front foot into the front bolts and get maximum pressure up on your back foot. This is a pressure point that you will feel in the blunt to fakie while you're powering up your pop. Okay. Okay, let's do blunt rocks.
Should we? I feel like we should address the blunt nose grab. Or actually, maybe that's after. Because blunt nose grab doesn't help with like the ollie, obviously.
But it helps with the landing.
Confidence.
Yes.
Yeah. And landing again. Yeah.
So, wait. So, I think it low-key goes blunt rock, then blunt nose grab.
I was just saying, the reason I was saying blunt nose grab goes before the blunt rock is that blunt rock involves like actually popping off your back foot, like doing a pop. Whereas the blunt nose grab's like a glorified like rock fakie because you're just like there's no popping involved.
Let's ask.
Like you can do a blunt nose grab and have all your weight of your tail, almost like a tail block.
Guys, what is easier? Let's focus up, all right? What is easier for you guys with any blunt experience? Blunt rock to fakie or blunt nose grab straight back into the ramp? No rock to fakie. All right, we're 1 and 1. Blunt rock, blunt rock, blunt rock.
Okay.
Blunt rock. Blunt nose grab. We're like 2 to 10 right now. It's not everybody, but it's most. Blunt rock, blunt rock. All right. The eyes have it.
Okay. But I wonder how the blunt rocks are, because I would bet that a lot of them who say the blunt rock aren't actually popping. They're just going. I don't know. We'll do that.
So since blunt rock to fakies are so much easier than blunt nose grabs.
Okay.
Globally.
Oops, I forgot to press record again.
All right, since everyone agrees with me, guys, just so you know, it's like 50-50. Brock is usually actually right on these things. So, for our first blunts, let's start with blunt rock to fakie. For our first blunts, let's start with blunt rock to fakie. What I want you to focus on here is tipping your shoulders so they're in line with the deck, like you are standing on flat ground. We're not gonna be leaning back into the ramp for this one, okay? With your back foot on the tail, I want you to try to jump as high as you can off of your back foot and land like so. The majority of your weight on your front foot. It's important to jump high because that is what is gonna release your back trucks from the coping. Let's cover the mechanics of the jump to make sure we are going about it the right way. You will feel a lot of pressure on the ball of your back foot on the tail. This is good, this is normal. When you jump, you will see your back foot float into the ramp just a little bit. Your front foot will have to come up and inside to release the nose. So I don't want you just to jump straight up like this. When you jump, I want you to bring your front foot in, because that is what will pick up the nose, release it, and send you over the deck. Sorry, I misspoke. Bringing your front foot in will release the tail from the coping, and since we're standing up flat over the deck, we will stay up here. If you don't move your front foot into the ramp at all and you just jump, you're just gonna stay up on the deck. You have to drag the nose into the ramp and then push it back.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So let me say two things. Your front foot motion is very simple. When you're in the blunt and you jump, just bring your front foot towards your back shoulder just a little bit. No matter what angle you're at on any transition, your body relative to your feet will always be in the same place. So just ignore the visual. Pick up your front foot towards your back shoulder. It's seriously that simple. Once you get that idea down, I don't want you to be thinking mechanically the whole time. I want you to look for some pressure on your back foot on the coping and see your front trucks landing on the deck. Right? We're gonna focus on putting our front trucks in the spot that we want them, and you're just gonna jump to that spot. Okay? We go over a highly technical process to make sure that everyone starts from the same place, everyone starts with the same education. But it's up to you to use your instincts and to be a little more target focused and just see the landing in your head and then build the trick from there. Technique is for troubleshooting. If you're not able to unlock your back wheels from the coping and get into the rock, you keep ending up over the deck, you can maybe take a quick look at the technique, maybe a video, make a small adjustment, and then get back to being a landing focused skater. It's like popping off a tail stall, exactly.
Should you give an example of just make sure they're not doing getting the blunt and just like out of it, like no pop? Because I hate when people do that.
Like rolling out of it, like not jumping?
Yeah.
We did say jump.
Yeah, we did. Okay, yeah, I guess it's fine. I just like cover all fronts, I guess. Unless like, you know.
Okay, we can double down on.
You know, learning is a process. It's like you're not going to get everything the first time you hear it, or like, you know, you have to be told something 10 times before it really, like,
Yeah, let's double down on the jump. Jumping high out of your blunt to fakies is one of the most important parts. So even though you're just working on blunt rocks right now, every time you do it, make sure you're jumping high to unlock your back trucks from the coping, because that will give you the best chance to have good blunts moving forward. And they look way better than not jumping.
okay. Can you just do one so I can put it over that?
No jumping?
No, just a blunt rock.
Oh.
Because every other one you've done, you've talked over. Very nice. Not to be blunt. Dang, we got 274 right now. Pretty good.
Yeah, a lot of people up in here watching this blunt video.
Blunts are a beloved fruit.
Okay, I think we're ready to move on. Is there any specific, like, blunt, rock, things that we haven't addressed in this video that you guys think we should before we move on to blunt nose grab fakie? I'm on about a 15-second delay, so it just takes a minute to see what you guys say. Yeah, quarter pipe size does matter.
Yeah.
Like a lot.
I mean, you have to pop way harder on smaller quarter pipes, but it's less scary. On verts, like, you have to get way more over top of it, kind of.
You think that's worth addressing?
No, at the end.
At the end, okay. Okay. Final notes, we'll do that.
I don't think anyone's going to be learning blunts and be like, okay, I'm going to the 10 foot, let's do it. Like,
Beginner blunt drills. We're going to cover some beginner drills also at the end, like what's the approachable, like, things you can do right now. Scott, we just covered that early on in the video. Okay, it looks like we're on the right track. All right, let's do blunt nose grab.
and you are good.
Let's get into blunt nose grab fakie. And if you're watching this video on YouTube, right now we have a live stream going where we're getting direct feedback from the viewers on tips and certain questions that should be answered in this video. If we're live right now, you'll see a little red circle around our name in the corner. If we're not, make sure you click that subscribe button so you can see every time we go live from the skate park and need feedback from you. And you get to watch the process, which is pretty cool. For a blunt nose grab fakie, we're just gonna focus on balance and jumping. We don't have to worry about the pop. This takes out a huge technical ability. This takes a huge... You don't have to have a strong technical ability to do blunt nose grab fakie, because you simply don't have to ollie. The main thing that we want to do is just make sure that we can get down to our nose in a way that doesn't pitch us forward too far. So bend your back knee, grab your nose really strong with all 4 fingers on the wood, And when you jump off your back foot and pull your tail up to your back foot when you're in the air, right? You're gonna need some strength in your fingers and your wrist to pick that tail up and to keep the board on your feet. Generally, the only problem you'll run into is if you go too fast, you end up on the deck. Now it's really scary because you're gonna have to tip backwards to get into the ramp, and that feeling is terrible. So make sure you just stay in the ramp the whole time so you never get that feeling that you have to lean back. The balance would be exactly the same as, say, a moonwalk, like this. What? How'd you do it below coping? What do you mean?
Do it below coping.
Will you show me?
Yeah.
Wait, can I film it?
What?
Can I film it?
Sure.
Wait, do you want to?
Not that one. Oh yeah, it is that one. No, that's the live screen.
Yeah.
No, the one on your helmet.
Ah, yeah.
Oh.
Do you want the YouTube video?
Oh, I mean, you put me on the spot here.
I know, it's sick. Ah, okay.
Is it recording?
I'm recording. That's a really good strat. Damn, you can do that pretty high. Oh.
It's starting to get scary. If I get this one. It's just scary.
Oh my god.
Should I get it for the clip?
Let's go, okay. Alright. Brock, blunt finger flip. Brock's grinding.
Keep rotating front side.
Wet. I understand it now. Oh, no way. All right. Thank you, Brock.
Yeah.
All right, I stopped the recording. That's actually, I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know it was possible to do that.
Yeah, it didn't make sense in my head until I saw it.
That's fun.
Bruce Leroy Jenkins. You know that video?
My favorite.
What is that game? Is that WoW? Yeah.
Watch that video probably once every couple months when it pops in my head.
33.3 repeating, obviously. It's just like the perfect. Okay. To practice blunt nose grab fakies, we can bring this way low into the transition. And you can just do it on the ground. This will show you what it's like to get that jump rolling, how to really plant your tail on the ground. And honestly, just build confidence in that jump to leave the ramp, and you can feel which direction your body naturally wants to go. once you get up to the coping, just be patient with gravity, because you're gonna hit the coping, you'll sit there for a second, and then it's gonna bring you back in. If you're in too much of a rush, you're gonna leave your board behind, and you'll end up running out of it like that. Go up, lock in, stop, let gravity take over again, and then jump and pull.
Remember, this is just a confidence builder, and it's not actually that similar to a real blunt.
Remember, this is a confidence builder. This isn't gonna help you actually. It will help.
It helps with balance, but not pop.
Yes, exactly. Remember, this is a confidence builder. This will help you with balance and confidence, but it won't help you as much with the actual pop.
What?
Brock can skate mega.
Yeah.
Have you done the gap?
I have done the 3 at Rupert East. I've done the hit.
And you've done the manual pad at Bob's?
I've done the manual pad.
Oh, okay.
But I hit the hit.
That's gnarly.
Yeah.
That's scarier.
Yeah. I don't know.
Brock's essentially done mega. He's done harder than actual mega. What the hell are you talking about, Jam? I think you got the wrong channel. Private skate park, Angelo. Your nollies are higher than your ollies. You should get that checked out. Yeah. What's up, Poland? That's sick. Joaquin, that's exactly what we're doing next. Huh. It's 4 a.m. in Brisbane. You wildin'. Get some sleep, dog. Yeah, I mean 8 p.m. That's reasonable. What do you mean? Am I eating? How? Seems like there's no like normal way to eat a banana. South Africa? Russia? That's crazy. Charlie, what a callback. Yeah, okay, I get it now, obviously. I'm an idiot. Hype train. I'm gonna pin that. Congratulations on your kickflips. MTG, I also love the kickflip video we just posted. Both the kickflip and the switch flip video I think are golden. Unfortunately, the switch flip video is going to be smaller, but I think the tips are excellent. Columbia, backside flip. All right, let's get on with it. We're just at straight up blunts now.
Yeah.
Straight up blunts now. Chitty chitty bang bang. It's important to understand that blunt to fakies are just ollies. There is nothing different from popping out of a blunt than doing a regular ollie on flat ground. If you put your front foot lower, you can pop higher. If you put your front foot higher, you might have more stability. You might not be able to pop as much. The thing that is most important is that you are jumping through the grip tape. Your board will always pop directly through the grip tape. So if you sit your board down like this, you are going to be jumping up into the air like that. Okay, if I jump up into the air with my front trucks this far over the deck, I have to clear so much space to get into the ramp. If I'm a little bit steeper, I can jump into the ramp this way, and it's very easy to clear my front trucks. Don't fool yourself and think that a blunt rock where you jump really high and somehow clear your entire board like this is somehow easier than just letting your board get steep, bringing your front foot into the ramp, and then missing the coping. Get into the blunt and jump and do an ollie. All right, let me lock in for a second. Damn, that one popped like crazy. All I'm focusing on is jumping the direction that I want. Okay, we have all the technical skills down. I'm a very, you can learn all the technical skills, but when it's time to actually perform the trick, what I'm seeing in my head, first I'm feeling the speed. Get an overall rhythm in the ramp. I know exactly where my tail is going to hit this coping, and I can visualize how much pressure I'm going to feel on my back foot into the coping. So that's like my entrance. And then all I'm seeing besides that is where I'm going to set my front trucks down. Okay, so I'm just seeing this motion is just repeating in my head. Where are these front trucks going to hit the ground? Then all I'm trying to do is put my front trucks where I see them landing. Just very landing focused. The reason I'm not overly focused on the ollie or the blunt is we want to skateboard to make tricks. We don't want to skate just to try tricks, right? I don't care if your technique is perfect. If you're not coming at it, building it from the landing backwards in your head, it's hard to know what your goals really are. Okay, you had a great pop and a great ollie, and you got into the blunt perfectly. Where are you going? If you're not oriented to a target, it's really hard to accomplish your goal, right? The rolling away is the goal. Just remember that. Okay. That feels pretty well-rounded. Feels okay.
I think it's drills now.
Beginner.
I mean, just stuff you can practice to work your way towards your better.
I wonder.
Like the tail drops and stuff.
Yeah, do we do do this 20 times, do this 5 times, do this for 3 days? Literally give them drills, or be you could practice this if you'd like, if you feel like it.
Well, I mean,
we got a super. Let's check it out. Hold that thought, Brock. Super $14.99 Antaw, thank you. How to think about ollieing back. For example, when I skate, I almost parallel to a parking block. I could ollie over, but I struggle backside, even at more angle. Is it genuinely harder? I'm gonna have to read this probably a couple times. I think there's a language barrier, but I'll read it slow and we'll try to get this answer right. Ollieing back. Oh, yes. When you're popping, separate moving backside into 2 separate stages. Ollie up first and then push your back foot down and back to get it to move that direction. So if you're going to do this on flat ground, can you see me on the camera? So to move backwards, this is a little difficult because you want to push your back foot this way, but that just moves your front truck out. So you got to get up first and then push it back. Right? Then you can pull on it a little bit with your feet. That paired with more angle, you should be able to get up and over the parking block. That's a good question though. All right, what was your thought that you were holding? Broccoli?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, true.
Yeah, so drills.
I'm gonna watch this and be like, okay, I think I know how it works.
Now what?
Like, yeah, now what? Like, I'm still scared of it. Like, I don't know. Like, so we have the ollie to land lower. We have the nose grabs. We have the blunt rock.
Power ollies, I think, is like the only thing.
Power ollies and maybe like ollies in general.
Have you touched on like? I'm only asking like, but have you touched on like meta, fear, just mentality kind of stuff?
We started with that and ended with that just now.
Like fear comes. Where does fear come from? Fear comes from like uncertainty regarding a situation.
Preparation. Yeah,
So it's like you can just do that by like preparing more. So if you're scared, start lower, start practicing other things. I don't know.
Yeah, being able to try it safely feels like that kind of comes through all the drills and being able to jump. Yeah, let's run a power ollie. Let's get that going because that's easy.
That's a good spot to do that.
Either at the bottom of these stairs or on that little manual pad right there.
Power ollie off the coping into the ramp.
Because that's too scary for them.
Okay.
It's too scary for me. Switch.
Right here.
Yeah.
How do we move that?
Move this up.
Chitty chitty bang bang.
You got 8 in Twitch right now. If you wanna-
8 in Twitch. I can't open chat. Let me see if
Yeah.
you got chat rolling. Let's see what Twitch is saying. That's what's up. Hey Bobo. You think I'm funny? Yeah, I think this is exactly what I like doing the most. It's hanging out with these guys making skate tutorials. Oh, Alex from YouTube, you're just doubling up. Appreciate that. Mad Matt. Yeah, what's up, guys? We're going to slowly grow the Twitch, and we will also figure out how to do multi-chat, so it's a little bit more natural experience for me to be reading both. We just have a new live stream set up.
Actually, we can just bring one of the rails right here. You power ollie off that.
Off the rail.
Yeah.
Square rail?
I got it. Oh, you got it? Yeah. I like that better.
Square rail?
Yeah, square rail. That's what I want. Just put it like centerman here.
Yep. We got the kicker too. I don't know if that's relevant.
Two slants on the other side of power ollie.
Remember every day in New Zealand when Brock asked if we wanted to move the rail? Hey, do we want to move that rail?
Hey, you want to move that rail? I don't know, Rock. You want to move that rail?
And he's like, yeah.
Let's turn it 90 degrees.
Okay.
45. Yeah, that's 90. Yep. That's perfect.
Way to be clear about it.
90, 45.
Leave it right
what
there.
do you want? Yeah.
The easiest flat bar in Ohio. Drop in, grind right up.
There it is. Okay.
All right, let me get this framing right.
Maybe jump the rail.
Yeah, you got it.
No way.
Live stream. We got Tyler shredded.
Oh my god.
So much scarier than.
What's the camera? What's the camera?
Yeah, right.
Oh my god. You guys
Tried
are
to push the board for it.
stressing me out.
Oh, you got it. You got it.
Yeah, I tried to, but my wrist is still tweaked from the last one I took.
Jeez. Oh, I set up the camera on the wrong side. I'm goofy. Ah.
Or you
If only there was a way to fix that.
All right. Hey, Brock, would you stand on the rail real quick? Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. Look at these cool guys chilling.
Did you just don't have the Twitch stream up?
No, I can't have both up at the same time.
see 2 phones. So you can use iPad and phone.
You can use my phone.
Yeah, I got the other one, but then so many phones.
I know, we got 15 in
We have 15 in Twitch? All right.
I'll pull it up.
Dual streaming life is good.
Dual streaming in Ohio. The most efficient dual streaming in Ohio.
The least efficient dual streaming in Ohio. Actually, most efficient.
Yeah, most efficient.
Yeah, most efficient.
Oh, I forgot about my other Twitch channel. It's actually has a decent amount of subs. Skate IQ. It's not in, there it is. All right.
Restream IO, Bobo. I know, I've been looking into it.
Oh, it does have chat up on here. Sick. Caitlin from YouTube. Okay, we just have everyone from YouTube also watching on Twitch. Curbs is Anik. Bobo's Alex. Sinvad is Caitlin.
I mean, yeah, it might just be more if you can pay attention to the Twitch, then, you know, people just chill over there.
Is Twitch more efficient for us to use or better?
Twitch is better for the chat experience is a little better. Chat culture is a little better. People are there for streams.
It's hard to get.
Curbs is up on Twitch.
Yeah, it's just a better streaming platform.
Twitch is better. I also like Twitch. I watch lives on Twitch. I don't watch YouTube lives because I think they're just beta.
Beta.
But stay on YouTube.
Well, don't leave
Yeah,
and
don't leave.
don't go to Twitch.
What's beta?
Not alpha.
Oh, that's a second. Okay, that makes sense.
A, B,
I once
C.
had a beta fish. I wonder if there's an alpha fish.
Do they still have Prime subs? Twitch has Prime subs, but we're such a small little channel that we haven't unlocked Prime subs yet.
It's funny because an alpha flip is a half cab hospital flip, but a beta flip is a full cab hospital flip. Or that'd be a Fakie beta flip. So I feel like it should be reversed. This one's harder. The alpha should be harder.
We will be affiliates on Twitch within a few days. We've already grown. YouTube reminds me to go to Twitch when I see people go live. That's exactly how I feel. Like Tapman, Tim the Tapman, is always live on YouTube, and then I just go over to Twitch. What's his name? Penguins. Power Ollie. Okay. So.
Can you power out to the other side?
No, not really, because, right, like I explained earlier,
Not steep enough.
I would have to get really steep.
Yeah, not gonna happen.
Just doesn't make sense.
Move those phones. They're gonna fall off the rail.
And I'm falling off the rails. All right.
Okay.
One of the skills that is a skill that is
One of the skills plural is R.
a skill that is necessary.
Yeah, if it's singular skill, then is.
A skill that is necessary for blunted fakies. It's called a power ollie. You can set up on a curb or a flat bar. Damn, I'm like fully locked in here. I don't know how that happened. And just try to ollie as high as you can off of it. You'll notice that the angle that your board is at when you do your ollie will determine the direction you go. So if I dip my nose low and then ollie, I'll go further. But the jump feels exactly the same. If I don't tip my nose as much and I just ollie straight up, I won't have that forward speed. We're going to use that idea in our blunt to fakies by ollieing from the other side of the rail, essentially. But since we're on flat ground, doing that on a rail is very difficult to clear those front trucks because you're going to have to flatten everything out. Treat it just like a regular ollie. If you want to ollie higher, drop your front foot lower. Jeez. If you want to ollie higher, drop your front foot lower on your board and just give it a proper jump. Really feel a lot of pressure on your back foot from your tail. It's so hard to balance on the rail. If you want to ollie higher, feel a lot of pressure from your tail pushing into your back foot as you're prepping the ollie. It's cool to feel that thing bounce up in the air. That's exactly what it feels like to do a blunt. Essential.
Is that it for the blunt video? Intro
8 streams in 30 days, yeah. That's what we can get.
40 pizzas in the last 30 days.
I've eaten 40 pizzas in the last 30 days. The day of reckoning will come.
It's crazy.
It's really a pop. It really feels like a pop. You can be in it.
No, you want me to move the bar?
Yeah, we're done with the flat bar. Let's just let them know you can do this on a curb. We just used a rail for fun.
Okay. Cleanest set of stairs in Ohio.
This is always how long it takes to film YouTube videos. Like
Usually longer.
usually longer. This one's pretty quick because it's just like one trick and it's a simple one. It's not like one of the hardest tricks.
And we're not going super in and did like B-roll.
Yeah, usually we go a lot harder on B-roll. Well, we should touch on some B-roll.
Oh, we'll get to B-roll. I'll put on the fisheye.
Crisp it up. All right. You can practice power ollies on curbs or stairs or whatever you want. We just used a rail for fun and to also up the difficulty just a little bit.
How many can you
I don't know. How many can I do? Did I just do this one?
No, I think you did 3.
Yeah, this looks bigger.
Oh, you got 5.
I mean, that looks gnarly.
They talking to us?
No, they're just being funny on the golf course. 5's big.
You got it.
I wish I could dip a little lower. I think I can. I never saw you there. Side quest. Side quest.
Power ollie to fire.
Damn.
It's a great idea, actually.
Where'd that come from?
Same place as the Ollie shop.
Yeah. was a good Ollie. I just don't think 6 is a reasonable thing.
Yeah, it's definitely doable, but reasonable is another question.
Like, what are we doing here?
You should ask chat, see if anyone cares enough. Super chat. Super chat. Let's see if you do 6.
Brock's an animal with super chats. Yeah. I'm just gonna land on the last stair. 5 was clean. Let's quit while we're ahead. $18 on Twitch is pretty good. That's hard to do. Twitch is a nightmare. It just sucks for algorithm.
Kevin says you could have cleared 7 with that last
7, it felt good. It's just messing it up is tough.
Mitch, you could probably power Ollie. He backside flipped it.
What's up, Portugal? It's good to have you here. Twitch is not a nightmare, bro. Twitch is sick. Alright, let's get some B-roll. Power Ollie Wallenberg. No, Brock's talking about... I was being facetious on the 9 club.
It's a good word.
What's up, Float? How's it going, G? No, Kishiro, it's just a joke we have.
There's a lot of interest in that.
Yeah, we just gotta rock with the dual chat. I'm probably gonna get a thing that just can hold both my phones. Like so. Like I could just hold it on like one tripod and it has both the chats. That would be nice. W Mitchy vocab. You're ridiculous, Allie. I love it. In Skate IQ land, every park is in Ohio. It's kind of true. It's actually true. See you, Jason. Much love. Let's see if we, did we lose it?
Lose what? Twitch?
Are we chilling? Nah, we're good.
What's the battery at on that thing?
On what?
Yeah.
Oh, let's check the live view battery. 100%.
It's a good number.
All right, let's get some.
I got the fisheye on.
Let's get some roll.
You got it on the boom coping 8-foot extension?
Over there.
No, that one.
Blunt to Fakie. Yeah, sheesh. Just why?
If it was easy for you. I mean, I think it would be easy for you. I get it.
Yeah, it's. I don't think it would be too hard. I just don't think it's worth it. All right, where are we doing this? Let's just do it in the spot. Brock, could you stand where you want me to do it?
Yeah, I mean, like this spot. I don't want to get. The camera's probably gonna have to be behind me or like on the other side, or
Just
or like this
you
one.
you throw it on and just hold it over Brock's shoulder or something.
Just a couple blunts. I'm gonna do a couple. I'll put on the slow mo so we can do like a super slow mo one.
Super.
So that's just like right here.
Yeah.
I won't know the exact zone. Please do one.
Okay.
Like do one, go back at the tail stall, and we'll.
Okay. That was pretty good. I feel like you could get closer.
What do you mean?
Like you hold the camera like over Brock.
Let me watch that.
Yeah.
Let me watch it real quick.
Who's winning the Masters? Did Rory tee off yet? Final group is 11:30. What time is it?
11:45.
Ooh, Ludwig went off at 2:10. Connors and Rose 2:20.
McElroy is -10. Bryson's -10.
Wait. Rory bogeyed 1 and 2,
He must have.
and Bryson
Plus 2 today.
and Bryson birdied 1 and 2.
Even.
Okay.
Today. He probably birdied 1 and bogeyed
They're even going into 3.
through 1. It says. That means Rory.
Rory double bogeyed 1.
Pressure.
Oh no.
Yup. And
Bob Rotella's got his work cut out for him. Let me see what we're dealing with in chat here. Do you guys care about any of this?
I got the slow-mo set up.
Okay, one sec. Ten under on 1.
Check that out, Tyler. Look.
Oh no. Got it on my second monitor. Dude, the Masters app is the best. I'm honored that I'm next to the Masters right now. The Masters is golf. I would love to do a golf stream, Ollie. I know you would watch it, but I don't know who else would. I would probably just do that on my personal account, not on Skate IQ, because I don't want to confuse everyone. Be like,
it's not a bad idea. You can just live stream golf.
if I can live stream golf stuff on Skate IQ account, that would be an abuse of power, it feels like.
No, I do it on your personal.
Yeah,
But that'd be sick.
yeah, personal.
Yeah.
We're thinking about getting a Brock, myself, and my buddy Peyton, and getting a 4th to book a tee time.
It'd have to be me.
Or whoever.
Yeah, that makes sense for me though.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
It's easy.
So Bob Rotella is the I've been listening to his audiobooks for the last like 2 weeks, and then Rory hired him as his freaking mental coach this week, and then Rory blows it. Okay. How was that?
A little further. That was good.
I'm gonna try like a dirty nasty pop, just
Okay.
fat.
Give me a sec. Let me just double check that. Oh yeah. Okay, dirty nasty pop. Whatever you are doing. Got like a bow now.
Just so high.
Grab method.
Just Christ air out. All right, that's pretty good. $5 for mountain bike. Is there a way to get on the rail without an ollie? Get on a rail without ollieing? I don't think so. Not in a good way.
Fly out. Put a rail at the top of fly out.
You could put a rail on the top of a flyout, yeah.
Boneless.
It seems like, just in general, you should get your ollies before rail slides. Bobo, in the future, I would love to do something like that just for fun in my own personal life. I just don't have the accolades to back up golf, and not that much time to practice it. Honestly, if I had all the time in the world, that's what I would be working on. I nuked my channel to make Skate IQ, yeah, but I'll just start a separate one for personal. Like a Skate IQ, like a vlog channel, do my own personal lives. I just gotta figure out how to organize it, organize the content, and figure out what I'm gonna do. That's all gonna be like on my personal time, because everyone's so busy at Skate IQ that we can't like add more, because We also need more content on Skate IQ. Like, we need more shorts, we need more reels, we need more YouTube videos, we need more lives. Like, just branching off before you get that dialed isn't... I don't think it's that smart. I would love to give Fortnite tips. I could give Fortnite tips. Like, I could crank 90s back in the day.
So good.
Okay. So, where are we at?
We got the B-roll. I don't know. Seems.
Want to get B-roll of, like, each drill?
Yeah, I mean... Sure. It might be overkill, honestly.
Okay.
Like, to be honest. Yeah.
Intro?
Yep. Do that. I was thinking, like, down here, kind of.
Okay. You can just hand this to me. I'll, in the backpack. And then we'll do like a proper Q&A after this.
We should do a reel on how to do a shoot. What's the trick called again? The road runner where you grab the dog.
Meet.
Like the advanced road runner.
Ghost ride the whip. What are you filming?
Instagram.
Insta Live?
Yeah. How many people? Yeah, 194.
So we currently have 500 total viewers on the live stream.
Okay.
And if each of you would tell 7 of your friends. I need another live for...
I know.
The mic'd up man. Or we need a PA system. Just so he's... The mic's just...
One mic to rule them all would be the way.
Yeah, that's exactly. Okay. Yeah, just, I think you know the drill. And you are good.
Let's do some blunt to fakies. Well, this is like the intro. What's the what do you think the title is going to be? How to blunt a fakie?
Time to learn blunt the fakies. Or...
Blunts are now. Now we blunt. It's time to learn blunt to fakies. I'm cool with that.
What do you think, Tyler?
I'm asking shut.
Title the video.
Yeah, let's go.
Guys, title the YouTube video. Do you even know what you click on though? This is like asking a fish how to catch a fish a little bit.
Somebody suggested how to blunt a fakie.
That's a great idea.
That's a solid one. How to blunt a fakie. Sometimes you gotta be a little more creative.
We might use that.
Ripping blunts. We be blunting. Nightmare blunt rotation.
Blunty McBlunt face.
Blunty McBlunt face. Don't be scared to blunt to fakie anymore. That's a decent.
That's great.
That's a decent.
That's great, yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Blunt to fakies are scary.
That's not good.
Don't be afraid. Stop fearing blunts.
It's
Don't
time.
be afraid of blunt to fakies.
Blunts are not what you think they are.
Is there a throwdown guide in the ultimate bundle?
Well, yeah, we do have throwdowns.
We do have throwdowns in the program.
But we don't really like. It's more of it's a program. Exactly what it is. It's not.
Yeah.
A tutorial.
Yeah, but there's a hyperlink video on it.
There is a video on the throwdown link. Running starts.
Yeah.
Baby blue, thank you. Blunts aren't
not
that
to
scary.
Be blunt, but it's time to learn how to pop into the ramp without being scared.
Stop being afraid of blunt to fakies.
I like that.
Something like
That's great.
yeah.
Be
That
afraid of blunt to fakies.
What about you? Don't have to be scared of blunt the fakies.
that's what I'm gonna open this intro with. So as long as we have the title, we can figure it out.
Can you put a pun in there somewhere? Like, not to be blunt, but we're really a lot simpler. Or I don't mean to be blunt, or Wear a helmet so you don't get blunt force trauma.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know.
I'm not bringing up blunt force trauma in the intro.
Clip that.
Yeah, clip that.
Clip that.
Blunt.
All right.
Yeah, you got it. And you are...
Wait, let's let this guy tee off. There's a guy teeing off very close to us. He's on hole 12. He's got a wild swing. Okay, that was wild. All right, let's go.
That was a great... And he's teeing off from the back tees.
Yeah, I don't know why he's playing the blues.
Okay. You're good.
It's time to stop fearing blunt to fakies. There are a few things that you can do right now to make blunts easier, more approachable, and safer. Like and subscribe so you don't miss the next video from us. Let's get right into it.
Right?
What do you think about like? You may have noticed that I'm wearing.
We mentioned the live stream in the actual tutorial as a cutscene, saying that like you can if you're watching this on YouTube, check right now if we're live, and maybe you can help out with our next video. Like we walked them through it. We did that.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. That's good by me. Simple intro, quick.
Outro. Did you do an outro? I don't think so.
No.
Didn't do an outro.
Can you do blunt to switch stop in this one? That would be insane.
Switch stop?
Blunt to switch to stop.
I don't think I can switch stop at full speed yet. Yeah, I'd die.
Switch blunt to regular stop.
Let me try this. Now that you can do blunts, it's time to have some fun with them. Ah! All right, let's see. Is that camera good? Let's make sure that this is in frame for all three lenses.
No, I think like center. I think.
Yeah.
Just so you can see the manual. And we'll just go. Looks pretty. That should be.
Give it a scope.
The sun is back out.
You can check on the live view screen as well.
Oh, that's hard to see. Yep, that looks pretty good. As long as you stay to the right of that line over there.
The one on, yeah. Just, we've never gone left of that line in the history of.
You got it.
Oh my God. This is the biggest ramp I've ever tried this on. This is a mini ramp trick. I had the rock. I've never done it to blunt, really. You have to pump. You have to literally pump. You get to pump. You get to.
Good.
You have to pump? Good. Now that you learned your blunt to fakies, it's up to you to have fun with them. Thanks for watching. Make sure you work hard at them, stay safe, and we'll see you at the next video. Oh. Sweet. Go work. Go work.
Great. That was awesome. Can you review the clip? In the shade. That was sick.
I'm like actually nervous about that one. If you need context on Instagram, we're live streaming on YouTube and Twitch of us filming like a YouTube video about blunt to fakies, taking like feedback from the chat and helping turn everything into videos. If you could see right now the amount of lenses pointing at me, I almost feel loved.
Almost. Oh my god. I think your wheel hit on the way down.
The best running start in Ohio skate program.
Did his wheel hit?
No.
I don't. You want to watch it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Did I touch?
Maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong.
I didn't feel it. Genuinely.
It's on the way down right here. Let me see.
No, I
touch?
gave it a strong pump. I didn't touch.
Cool. Then we're good?
Yeah, I gave it a strong pump. See ya, Talia. See you guys. Thank you, Drive Code. You're awfully supportive. Bro, blunt force trauma in the intro is insane. Okay. I'm pretty happy with that stream. We got through it pretty quick. That blunt video pretty quick. That was like 2 hours or less. Plus like chatting with you guys and hanging, so it's kind of mellow. Mikester, we don't have the ability to get like strong replays up in this live stream. We don't have like, it's just us with like a backpack. We don't have like NFL live.
You're good. I think it's just the bearings making, the bearings are so loud. It's like,
I'm telling you, I'm confident.
I know. You need a referee, you know.
Ref Brock. I didn't bring lunch. I did bring water. I'm gonna go grab my water. I'll be right back. For our next video, 250 flip tricks you need to know.
10,000 difficult manual tricks on the ledge.
I did every flat ground trick. That video's crazy.
Should we just go try the whip reel?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna use the ice cream milk.
Yep. See ya, OG. Cheers. That's actually funny, a custom deck that mentions Ohio. yeah, I think this is super fun to share the process, and honestly, like, just production alone is so monotonous that this spices it up for me. Later, Drip. Best skate park ever. When I was growing up, I loved this skate park in Newburgh. I think it's in Oregon. It's right by like the Oregon-Washington State border, so I actually don't know which side it's on. Newburgh was sick. There's a bunch of parks growing up that I liked, and I think it's just possibly because I was young, it made a really big impact on me. Running starts skate park. Yep. Ollie, I usually just listen to rap, unfortunately. Do you know how many calories I eat daily? No, but I could easily guesstimate. I could figure it out right now. Give me like 5 seconds. Let's figure out how many calories I eat. I don't know how many calories I eat or burn, but I know I usually run at a deficit because it's hard for me to put on any weight ever. I just bleed weight. And then get moody. Let's see. How many calories? About 2,000 calories or less. It's hard to eat enough. If I have that smoothie, if I have my protein smoothie, I can usually probably get over 2,000 calories. But then I'm full all day, and I find that quite annoying. Hexagon, probably about 4. What do I look for in a nice water bottle? This one is just sheer size. I just got this one because it's massive. I poured boiling water into the straw to clean it one day, and I absolutely just like ruined it. I have a great 9 Club water bottle, but I gave it to my girlfriend. I have another water bottle that I have like stickers all over it, and honestly I got this one so I could have more sticker space, to be honest, because I just like putting stickers on things.
What are we shooting next?
Probably gonna shoot a Ghost Ride the Whip reel. I've been skating for how long? 25 years? Give or take a couple months. Lion, sure. There's your shout out.
Wanna go try the whip?
Yeah, let's do it.
3, 2, 6.
Another one take. Yeah, we do get one takes these days. We used to not do that ever. Should have seen our first production ever. I think it took like... How long did it take to shoot that Ollie video?
The Ollie video?
Yeah.
It took like 2 months.
Yeah, it
No, not 2 months. It
took a long time.
genuinely like 20 hours.
Of shooting.
Yeah, shooting.
20 hours of shooting for our first Ollie video. And then like probably that long for
It's
editing.
the most popular video though.
But it is our most popular video.
I mean, we put in the work. So.
Do we want to do this in the mini ramp?
Oh yeah. I mean, we can switch it up if you want, but it's kind of nice over here. We could do it on that like hip over there, like that.
Yeah. I see it. Okay.
Let's switch it up a little bit, maybe.
This one?
Yep.
I'm goofy.
Okay. I can't tell you how many times just oversaw that.
Can we do like this?
Yeah. As long as it, yeah. Fine.
Let me give it a test. It's perfect. I've never seen a better quarter pipe for Ghost Ride the Whips. All right, so reel?
What?
Short?
We're running through like how to do it because last time we just like proposed it.
Yep.
So now it's like, I feel like we should focus on like one or two things that are like most important for us.
The stepping. People mess up the step and push.
Okay.
Like that part is literally you just plant your foot on the ground and you.
It's an improv push.
And you just throw the board at the coping.
It's the only time you let the board get behind you.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think we lean into that. I think you just do it like a regular push, and then you throw the board up at the coping.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But is that like the first part of the reel?
I think we should like today I'm going to teach you how to ghost ride the whip. Ghost ride the whip while saying that.
Okay, let's just start with that.
What everyone messes up is they get stepping.
Well, yeah, let's just start.
How's that for you, Tyler?
Are you watching the stream?
Good.
Today I'm going to teach you how to.
Ghost ride.
Today I'm going to teach you how to ghost ride the whip.
You should do a good one.
Okay. Let me warm one up.
Yeah, the other one.
Ready? Today I'm going to teach you how to ghost ride the whip.
That was so good.
Another big one. Now the tutorial. Let's go real slow. Start by going at the speed you would for a rock to fakie. And then put your foot on the ground to push like usual. But this time, you're gonna send your board up at the coping. No. I mean, I think it's just like pretty intuitive to like you're not reaching out this way.
A little bit.
You're pushing it out forward.
That makes sense.
Let's do it on something on flat ground. Just like going this way.
Yeah, makes sense. And you are.
After you push the board out, you're gonna take 2 steps and jump onto the board like this. You're gonna take 2 steps and jump onto the board. Yeah. after you push it, you're gonna take 2 steps and jump onto the board.
Or that you gotta grab it, you gotta wait for it to pop, all that stuff.
You take 2 steps and jump.
You want to tell them which, like, take 2 steps starting with your back foot.
Well, because you're pushing off of that foot.
Okay. I was just
1, 2, and jump.
Like, should we get the coping? Like, 'cause you
2 steps and jump. Let's just say that.
I feel like we should be doing this in the quarter pipe.
Really?
Yeah.
It's so hard to see.
That's like where you do it.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's just do the meep then.
Yeah, rope runner is a perfect way to work it up.
Yeah. You can get the motion down by doing a road runner. Meep. You can get the motion down by doing a road runner. Meep. If you push the board hard enough, it'll run into the coping and bounce into your hand. Then, all you gotta do is jump.
It's important to catch the board before it starts going back down.
Like, what? Like,
Yeah, like you don't want to do that.
What about like, standing in the middle, holding it, and just dropping it and landing?
what's that called?
Band of Fakie?
Yeah.
Like you run up and do that.
Yep. The landing is just like a caveman to fakie. What? What do you mean?
Like, should I put all my weight in my front foot and slip out, or like I feel like getting it somewhere in about. Like, my only problem with this reel so far is it seems like pretty obvious. Like, I just want to get into something like a little more, like give them something a little more than like that's less self-explanatory, you know?
Well, I think the process of this trick confuses people. Like, how do I run and jump and catch it and...
You should say that then. I like that.
Why not break it down into just like however many steps you need doing the.
Yeah, I like that.
Like, because if it seems to me if it's kind of self-explanatory, just breaking it down into different.
That's what we did.
Yeah.
We have each step.
I don't know that it requires like an aha moment really.
Yeah. Okay.
I think the aha moment is the.
Yeah, break it down into manageable steps. Well, that could be the intro.
I can do it. Okay.
So we did the intro. That's like, I'm gonna teach you, ghost ride the whip. Okay, and then it cuts to right here, and we say,
A lot of people. Yeah.
and we say, the hard part about this trick is that it's confusing. But once you understand the process, it should be easier.
Make a lot more sense.
Should make a lot more sense.
I like that.
What is confusing about it though?
The process, like how it works.
I just say this trick is confusing because. Okay, you got it. I just.
I don't think it's supposed to be like groundbreaking advice.
Okay, sounds good.
I think it's
I got you.
just a kind of a walk. Like, I didn't know any of the stuff that you just talked about. I wouldn't have thought to run and jump on the board.
Yeah.
Starting from the middle of the ramp. It's like, oh, you don't just have to do the trick. There's a way to get better at the skills that you need to do it.
I got you.
I like.
Not ready at all anymore.
Yeah.
It's today I'm going to teach you how to do ghost ride the whip. Okay, got it. This trick looks complicated, but once we break it down into manageable steps, should make it a lot easier for you. This trick looks complicated, but once we break it down into manageable steps, it will be a lot easier for you.
That was great. I love that. That was awesome.
Yep.
What do you guys think about scary instead of complicated? I don't think it looks so confusing.
It's complicated. I consider it scary and complicated.
I've never seen someone be like, oh, that looks cool, and then understand it. Like even good skaters are like, wait, it's like juggling.
I'd lean on whatever it is more. Like blunts are scary but not complicated. This is scary than blunt, but it's significantly more complicated.
Seems way less scary than a blunt to
I
me.
think it's scarier than a blunt. Well, I've never done it. I've never even tried to do it. I don't know. But your whole life has been taking a board in the air and putting it on your feet to land.
Yeah, that's just not scary.
Yeah, that's all you do. I mean, that's like what you've grown up
Like
doing.
to me, it's terrifying.
Yeah, that's like a scary skill.
I
for a
understand the concept of it.
Let me rewind this a little bit and see how this meshes with like the Roadrunner and the Caveman.
Meep meep.
Great.
Oh, change the stream title.
I already did.
Okay. Because that's what we did in the beginning of the stream. We just changed to our next trick. We're filming a reel now. Thanks to your mini ramp live stream Ollie tutorial, I quickly got Ollies on transition. That's awesome, dude. AG, that's one of my favorite reels. Ghost Ride the Whip. Hey, they pull for weekend streams. Which is crazy because our 2 weekend streams are the lowest viewership. I could run, actually, that would be awesome. A Ghost Ride the Whip is basically a Fakie running start on a quarter pipe. We can't get away from running starts. I can't believe that became the meme of the channel. Meep meep.
It all meshes good. I think we're done.
Yeah, I think that's a wonderful reel.
That's great. I'm gonna put on some sunscreen.
I'm chilling. I feel like we got... No, Allie, probably not. She's very camera shy. I can ask her, though. We're moving very soon, so I might do some live streams from home. Might make an appearance. Owen's going. I prefer lighter trucks, just in general. Light, low trucks. Hey, Ty, what do you think the best video on our channel for, like, starting skating is?
Starting skating.
How to push, there's like 100 minutes, how to manual. Manuals is really good. Everything you need to know about Ollies is probably a great one. What do pro skateboarders do differently is a great one. Honestly, like, almost all of our content is approachable for beginners. It's like one thing we really keep in mind. I don't think there's one best. I think you should watch a lot of our long forms. Yeah, all our long forms are like, besides this one.
We always kind of make videos with the beginner in mind.
Yeah, no matter what, we have beginners in mind for our videos, even the more complex topics.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm kind of chilling.
Or the opposite of, because it's really hot.
Yeah, I think I'm good. If we're feeling it, we can come back for a night shift.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm good. Let's go eat.
Yeah, I want to get some food and watch the Masters, to be honest.
Yeah, I could do that. All right.
Okay, you guys are awesome. And yeah, we'll chat soon. Thank you. I mean, I think these streams are really doable because we can just film content. And if you guys like it, we'll just go live whenever we film content. Like, who cares? That's awesome.
McElroy's back in the
Let's
lead.
go. Okay, I'm gonna go watch.
For McElroy?
I am rooting for Rory.
I'm rooting for Bryson.
Oh man.
Why do you want Rory to win?
Because he's got paper thin mentals, and I want him to overcome it.
I just
I'm
like
pulling,
Bryson.
I'm pulling for Bryson.
I like Bryson's
Really?
YouTube videos.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
the up and comer
Bryson's
guy.
cool.
Bryson's Happy Gilmore, Rory's shooter.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Shooter.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think Rory is just like pretty much unlikable, and I think this will help him get out of a hole.
Rory's like this is my game.
People like that
this
when
is
they
my-
win, they
my
just get
sport.
more unlikable.
Yeah.
I hope not.